3, 2.
Assalamualaikum and good morning IB to everyone who are joining our webinar for today. I would like to welcome all school students, teachers, parents from all around Malaysia, as well as to all the UMS students and all UMS staffs who present in this session today. Thank you to those who actively joined our STEM speaker series. To those who joined us for the first time today, for your information, this STEM speaker series is a co-joint effort with the Faculty of Food Science and Nutrition, University Malaysia Sabah. The aim is to deliver unique and interesting STEM topics designed by subject matter experts to increase the interest of school students, teachers, and community to venture widely in the fields of STEM. So for any questions or inquiries from audience today, please feel free to drop your question on the chat box or live chat. We would love to hear from you. And please be informed that for today's session, e-certificate will be given to school students and UMS students by filling in the Google form through a QR code which will be shared at the end of the program today. So don't go anywhere and please stay with us until the end of the program. And before we start, allow me to introduce our dearest guest speaker for today. We will be hearing a presentation and a talk from Dr. Nur Fatihah binti Abdul Halid, a graduate from University Putra Malaysia with a bachelor's degree in aquaculture and Doctor of Philosophy degree in seahorse culture. She is currently working in Borneo Marine Research Institute as a senior lecturer for almost 3 years and counting. Now, Dr. Nur Fatihah is currently still conducting a research on seahorse with 2 grants awarded by the Ministry of Higher Education and another one from University Malaysia Sabah. Hence, without further ado, please welcome Dr. Nur Fatihah, who will be speaking to us with her topic seahorse. Doctor, please be invited.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you very much to Miss Moderator. I'm Fatihah and today I would like to share some information on seahorse. Okay, but first of all, let me share my slide first. Okay. Okay, I hope my slide appear on the screen right now. Okay. Again, thank you very much to Miss Moderator. Assalamualaikum. Very good day to everyone. And I hope everyone stay in good health and stay safe out there. Okay. I'm Fatihah. I'm senior lecturer from Borneo Marine Research Institute, University Malaysia Sabah. And today I would like to share some information about seahorse. But first of all, I would like to thanks to our organizer today, USign, University Malaysia Sabah. And also I would like to thanks to all participants that joining us for today. So as for this session, I prefer to communicate in English as well in Bahasa Malaysia. So to all participants, please feel free to drop any question either in Bahasa Malaysia or English in our chat box. Okay. But if you need me to explain any part of my presentation today in Bahasa Malaysia, please let us know in the chat box as well. Okay. So we move to the next slide. Okay. On my sharing session today, I would like to share information on seahorse related to these 9 frequently asked questions about seahorse. So basically, people would like to ask why these aquatic creatures been called seahorse. So is the seahorse a fish? Okay. So sometimes people get confused. Do seahorse have any scales? Since they look physically different from other fishes, okay, people also wondering how seahorse eat, swim. Okay, the most surprise information is the male seahorse is the one that get pregnant. Okay, not the female seahorse. Okay, other than seahorse, is there any family members in seahorse family? Okay, and for this session today, I would like to introduce also the species of seahorse that can be found in Malaysia. And as seahorse has a flagship of extinction, or overexploitation of wild population. So I would like to highlight some of the threats to seahorse. Okay, so let's move to the next slide. Okay, this slide show. Okay, this slide show seahorse. Okay, or these aquatic creatures has horse-like head which attached to the body, also called trunk, in the right angle of the body. So this physical shape makes seahorse look like the horse in the land. Okay, because of these aquatic creatures live in the sea, so it been called seahorse. Okay, so next. Okay, in this slide, I would like to introduce, this is Nemo, okay, the cartoon character, very famous cartoon character. This is Nemo. Nemo is a clownfish. Nemo has friend, okay, and the friend name is Sheldon. Sheldon is a seahorse. So basically, from their physical appearance, do we can see any similarities or differences both of these character? Okay, to let us to determine whether seahorse is a fish or not. First of all, let us go to the internal morphology of fish as well as seahorse. Okay, as we can see in this picture, okay, as both seahorse and fish has a gills as well as swim bladder. Okay, gills is very important to allow both of these aquatic creature take a breath in the water column, as well as to ensure they have a good buoyancy in the water. Okay, other than that, we need to see the bony structure of both of these aquatic creatures. Okay, fish is aquatic vertebrate because they have backbone. Okay, as well as seahorse. Seahorse is vertebrate as well, but the supporting bone made up by armor plate ring that arrange from the trunk area until the tip of the tail. Okay, that's why seahorse considered as one of the fish as well. Okay. Beside that, seahorse also have a fin that I will go in detail explain about the fin of seahorse as well as the ray. So, based on physical appearance, maybe we look that seahorse are quite different with other fishes, but is still considered a fish. Okay, let us compare any other external morphology between normal fish and also seahorse. Okay, as in this photo, I would like to share that. Okay, I would like to share that. Actually, fish has many types of fin. Okay, up here fish have dorsal fin. Okay, at the back, fish have caudal fin. Okay, at the bottom, at the front one, so-called pelvic fin, and at the back one, anal fin. At the side, fish has pectoral fin. Fin is very important for fish to ensure fish can swim in the water. Okay, so fish have scale as well. Okay, and gill of the fish been covered by operculum. Okay, fish have eyes and mouth as well. Okay, okay, this is the general physical appearance of fish. Okay, and I also would like to highlight how we measure the standard length of the fish. It is because based on the standard length, the measurement been taking to determine the size of fish is different from seahorse. Okay, and also I would like to highlight about how to measure the standard length of seahorse because in later slide I will explain about the seahorse in different size. Okay, so basically for the standard length of the fish, normal fish, the measurement been taken from the anterior part, the tip of the mouth, until the tip of hyperal bone, which is at the posterior part. It's different to the seahorse. Okay, seahorse, the measurement of standard length been taken from the tip of the snout. Okay, the mouth of the seahorse, so-called snout. Okay, the body of the seahorse, so-called trunk. And seahorse doesn't have any caudal fin. Instead, seahorse has a prehensile tail. I will explain in detail, okay? So if we want to determine the size of seahorse, we will determine based on the standard length, basically, okay, normally, commonly based on the standard length. So the measurement of standard length from the tip of the snout to the first ring of the trunk until the tip of the tail, okay? So next we go to the about fins of seahorse. Okay, instead of 5 in other fishes, seahorse only have 3 type of fin. Okay, seahorse lack of fin. Okay, seahorse only have dorsal fin and pectoral fin and also anal fin. Seahorse don't have any caudal fin as well as pelvic fin. Okay, this lackness makes seahorse a slow swimmer, okay, in the sea. Okay, instead of as I mentioned, instead of caudal fin, it has prehensile tail. Okay, how about the pectoral and the dorsal fin? The function of pectoral fin is like the steering, whereas both of these fin, okay, can create propulsion, so then seahorse can move forward. Okay, as it is a slow swimmer, it's quite hard for them to against the wave or the current. So seahorse have a prehensile tail. So then seahorse can grab to any substrate in the sea to avoid themselves drift away by the water current. Okay, so next, many people ask, is seahorse have any scale? Seahorse don't have any scale. Seahorse is scaleless because, as I mentioned previously, the body part made up by bony plate, okay, or so-called armor plate. If you want to know the texture of seahorse body, okay, most likely the same like our sucker mouth catfish or so-called ikan bandaraya, ikan sedut lumut. So basically the body structure is most likely ikan bandaraya. Okay, it been covered by armor plate bone and also thin layer of skin. Okay. So how about the mouth? Okay, since I said that the shape of the mouth for seahorse is quite different compared to other fish. Okay, how about the teeth? Do seahorse mouth have a teeth? Okay, like other fishes in this picture, all fishes have very different kind of teeth as we can see. Okay, so basically seahorse have no teeth. Okay, seahorse is toothless. So if they have no teeth, so how can they eat? Okay, so okay, seahorse eat by the suction ability that been creating by the movement of the head. Okay, seahorse head can move forward and then back to the normal position and create suction. As you can see here, seahorse can suck the food. Okay, what seahorse eat actually? Small seahorse, young seahorse eat zooplankton and also crustacean larvae, whereas the adult seahorse feed on shrimp or other invertebrate other invertebrate like amphipod or worms. Okay, so in the next slide I will show how seahorse suck in their food. Okay, you can see here, okay, in our lab. Now, the seahorse suck in the food. That's how the seahorse eat. Okay, so next we want to see another external morphology of seahorse that totally different from other fishes. Okay, seahorse has coronet as well, a so-called crown sometimes. Okay, at the tip of the head. Okay, beside that, okay, seahorse has eye. What's special about seahorse eye? Seahorse eye can rotate and move freely like a chameleon. So basically, based on this type of eye, seahorse have about almost 360 degrees of vision. Okay. As we can see in this picture at the left side is a female seahorse. Okay, female seahorse is without the brood pouch and the male come with the brood pouch. I always inform my student there is easy way to differentiate between male and female seahorse. Okay, if we can see here, okay, the female seahorse, the body shape is like P letter, whereas the male seahorse, the body shape is D. Okay, D for daddy, so it's a male. Okay, so what is the importance of the brood pouch? Okay, so the brood pouch make the male seahorse get pregnant and give birth. How this thing happen? Okay, it's totally different from other fishes. Okay, as well as this is considered very gentleman fish. Okay, gentle fish. Okay, gentleman fish, gentle male fish. Okay, so this is how the process happen. Okay, this is the female seahorse I explained before. This is the physical appearance made up. This is the female seahorse. The female seahorse produce egg. That's why it's so called female. So the female produce egg, they transfer the egg into the male brood pouch. Okay, the male brood pouch receive the egg and fertilize the egg. Okay, after the male fertilize the egg, the male, the one that incubate the eggs. Okay, so this is unfertilized egg. You can see here, this is unfertilized egg. Okay, and also the egg developed throughout the pregnancy period. Okay, the nutrient for the development been supplied by the egg yolk attached to the embryo. Okay, throughout the development, okay, the egg yolk been consumed until towards the end. Okay, the egg yolk completely consumed. Okay, and then the male seahorse will give birth a newborn seahorse, which is resemble the miniature version of the seahorse. Okay, that is the uniqueness of seahorse. Seahorse, some other fishes has a larvae stage, post larvae stage. Okay, but seahorse, the male giving birth, the newborn that resemble the miniature version of the seahorse. Okay, that is the uniqueness of reproductive biology of seahorse. Okay, so next we move to the Seahorse family. Okay, in Seahorse is included in the Cygnathidae family. In this family, who else available in this family? Okay, we have Seahorse. Okay, we have here sea dragon. Okay, we have this leafy sea dragon. We have pipe horse here, and also we have pipefish here. Okay, why they all been categorized in same family? It is because they share same characteristic. First of all, their body and tail made up by ring, bony plate. Okay, as I explained, you can see this and this, all the bony plate. Okay, they also have tubular snout. Okay, they share same characteristic, and also the most important and exciting information or exciting characteristic is the male is the one that carry the fertilized egg. Okay, so how to differentiate between these families? Okay, okay, seahorse is totally different from other family member as it swim upright, not horizontal like other family members. Okay, how to differentiate between pipe horse and pipefish? Okay, basically, pipefish has a caudal fin on the tip of the tail, whereas pipe horse no caudal fin. How about sea dragon? Sea dragon is the most vogue family member because it has leafy appendages, okay, that extend to the body, okay, just look like leaf. Okay, so is there any characteristic to differentiate member in Cygnathidae family? Yes, we have some more characteristic on the brood area of the Cygnathidae members. Okay, for seahorse, okay, the brood area in the tail part, not in the body part or trunk part. Okay, it can be differentiated, either brood area in the tail part or brood area in the trunk part. This is so-called differentiation for the member in Cygnathidae family. Other than that, we have one more characteristic to differentiate Cygnathidae family members, which is okay, the brood pouch structure. Okay, for seahorse has enclosed brood pouch. Okay, meaning that when the egg come into the brood pouch, the the brood pouch totally enclosed, sealed. Okay, we can't see the development of the eggs. Okay, we can't see the development of the egg. Okay, it's not transparent at all. But in other pipefish, okay, the brood pouch is quite transparent. You can see here the eyes of the embryo, okay, is quite transparent compared to enclosed seahorse brood pouch. Okay, also other type is from the leafy sea dragon. Okay, the fertilized egg just attached to the tail, to the brood area without no covering at all. Okay, so this is few characteristics that I can share to differentiate the family members of Cygnathidae. Other than that, I would like to share that there are 46 species of seahorse in the worldwide, and only 12 available and can be found in Malaysia. Okay, this come about the size of the seahorse. Okay, at the upper side, okay, here in this line, okay, this line is consists of normal size seahorse with the standard length is about 15 to 25 centimeter. Okay, the mature size, the maturity size is around the 15 to 25 centimeter in standard length. It is totally different to the 5 seahorse species down here. Okay, all these 5 is considered as a dwarf seahorse or pygmy seahorse. Why so? It is because okay, the standard length of dwarf or pygmy seahorse is just around 2.5 centimeter to 3 centimeter. Okay, it's very small in size, even it already reached maturity. Okay, so all those seahorse species been listed as a nearly extinct animal. Why it so happen? It is because seahorse facing many threats, okay, in the wild population. Okay, seahorse been greatly harvested to supply the demand from aquarium industry as well to traditional Chinese medicine industry. Okay, other than that, seahorse been harvested and dried for making souvenir like keychain, okay, pendant, okay. Other than that, seahorse also been eaten, okay, as an exotic food. Okay, regarding the habitat destruction, pollution, okay, using of the trawl net, okay, coastal development will disrupt the seahorse habitat, as well as global warming also cause the increasing in temperature and threat the seahorse population in the worldwide. Okay. So about the demand, seahorse has very high demand because it has very great price. Okay, for dried seahorse, the price per kilogram is about 3,000. Okay, it's really high. I can consider it's high. Okay, for the live seahorse for the aquarium industry, the price is around 300 to 2,200 per tail. Okay, very high in price. That's why it's very high demand and overexploit in the world, in the wild population. Okay, this house has been dried and sold for the traditional Chinese medicine, and this seahorse serve as exotic food. Okay, made dry seahorse as a pendant, and also seahorse been sold as a ornamental species in aquarium shop. Okay, yearly about the seahorse demand, about 1 million pieces of seahorse, of live seahorse being sold in ornamental fish industry, whereas there is about 36 million kilogram of dried seahorse being sold for traditional Chinese medicine. This great demand caused the significant drop in the wild population of seahorse. Okay, so to supply the demand, to avoid overexploitation of seahorse in wild population, seahorse started being cultured in captivity. Okay, seahorse aquaculture activity is very limited because there are few bottleneck factor that cause the difficulty in the success of seahorse aquaculture. This is some example of seahorse aquaculture being conducted worldwide. Okay, as we can see in these maps, okay, worldwide only 5 places conducting seahorse aquaculture activity in a mass scale. Okay, so no even in Southeast Asia, no in Southeast Asia, even in Malaysia. Okay, basically seahorse culture in Malaysia just in small scale, okay, or lab scale. This is the seahorse culture activity that we conduct in Borneo Marine Research Institute, as well as in other some university in Malaysia. So I think this is towards the end of my sharing session for today, very short. Okay, thank you very much for your kind attention. Okay, I will welcome if you have any question, okay, or you need me to explain any part of my presentation again. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you. Back to Miss Moderator.
All right. Thank you very much, Dr. Fatihah, for the presentation. It was very interesting, informational, and wonderful topic to be shared here with us today. So now we invite for some questions to be answered by our guest speaker today that were sent to us during the presentation. So the first question, let me look at the first question first. Let me look for the question. Okay, the first question is from PPD Ranau. I'm curious about the sea dragon, Doctor.
Okay, about the sea dragon is one of the family member of Cygnathidae family, but I think there are no sea dragon in Malaysia. There are no sea dragon been found yet in Malaysia. Okay, there are no record on that. Okay, basically it's just like other fishes. It's swim horizontally, not like seahorse, but it just have extra appendage. Okay, the appendage shape is just like the leaf. Okay, I think I'm answering the sea dragon description.
Yes, Doctor. All right, so another question. What does seahorse eat in the wild?
Okay, as I mentioned previously, in the wild, okay, seahorse eat some kind of invertebrate. Okay, let me share again my slide. Okay, in the wild, okay, you can see here. Okay, in the wild, seahorse fed on the amphipod, crustacean larvae, or any worms. Okay, most likely seahorse prefer to eat shrimp lah. Okay.
Okay, Doctor. And then another question here. Oh, question from Shirley. Adakah seahorse beracun?
Okey, seahorse tidak beracun. Okey, seahorse mempunyai kandungan nutrien yang tinggi. That's the reason why seahorse been harvested for the medical purposes. However, there are no scientific proven on the effectiveness of the medical traditional Chinese medicine related to seahorse. Okay, they just are conducting experiment or study on to determine the nutritional composition and also the nutrient, okay, the extra nutritional composition of fatty acid on the seahorse.
All right, Doctor.
Mm.
Then another question by Alia. How big can a seahorse get?
Okay, talking about the size of the seahorse, the biggest size, the biggest species of the seahorse, okay, I think it's not come from tropical region, it's come from temperate region, which is Hippocampus abdominalis. The standard length can be up to, I think, I think can reach more than 20 centimeter in standard length. But for the tropical species, I guess Hypocampus trimaculatus as well as Hypocampus kuda will become the biggest in the tropical country, especially in Malaysia.
Okay, Doctor. And then a question from Sloanstein Joseph. Adakah kuda laut tersenarai dalam hidupan laut yang terancam?
Yes, seahorse been listed as all seahorse species been listed into important lists to mention that seahorse is greatly exploited and nearly extinct. Okay, first one is the IUCN Red List. Okay, most of the seahorse species listed as endangered, as well as in the CITES Appendix 2 of CITES. Seahorse also been listed as nearly extinct aquatic animals. Okay.
Okay, lepas tu ada soalan daripada orang yang sama, Doktor. Dia tanya apa pandangan Doktor terhadap ancaman kepupusan terhadap kehidupan laut di masa akan datang.
Okay. My friend comment on this is we need to conserve our fish. Okay, so then we need to avoid the wild harvesting. Okay, the best way is to supply the demand. We can't stop the demand because the demand always have. So we need to supply the demand not from the wild population but from the captivity. That's why research on seahorse aquaculture been conducted to culture seahorse in captivity and to supply to the demand come from industry, because we can't stop the demand. Okay, we can't stop the demand. We need to increase the number of supply. Okay, to increase the number of supply, another way for seahorse, okay, is seahorse aquaculture. Okay. But seahorse aquaculture seems to be very difficult. Okay, there are many hurdles in conducting seahorse aquaculture. Okay, I think if you able to keep or taking care of seahorse, okay, will be no problem for you to taking care of other marine fishes, because seahorse is very sensitive marine fishes.
Okay, Doctor. That is very interesting and informational. And then another question by Alia. Which part of the sea can a seahorse be found?
Sorry, come again.
Which part of the sea can a seahorse be found?
Oh, which part of the sea? Okay, seahorse in Malaysia can be found in seagrass area as well as coral area. Okay, coral reef area and also seagrass area. Seahorse can be found in both of these area in the sea. Okay.
Okay, Doctor. And then short question by Auni Nadira. Dia tanya, adakah seahorse berbahaya, Doktor?
Seahorse tidak bahaya. Seahorse tiada gigi pun. Macam mana dia mau gigit? So seahorse is not dangerous, okay? Seahorse is not dangerous, okay? It's very cute, okay? Maybe if siapa ni Almi ya, if Almi in KK, maybe after we open after the pandemic is gone, okay, we open our aquarium, come and visit our seahorse in aquarium UMS, okay? It's not dangerous.
Okay, Doctor. And then question again. What is the conservation status of the seahorse?
Okay, regarding the conservation status, as I mentioned previously, been listed in the CITES as well as IUCN. As for the CITES, Malaysia is one of the member of CITES. So meaning that we bound to the rules made by CITES. Okay, we cannot simply trade seahorse from the wild population. We even cannot harvest seahorse in wild population. Okay, this is kind of preventive measure to conserve our seahorse in the wild by the Department of Fisheries as well. Okay. And also in Sabah specifically, we have Sabah Biodiversity. Okay, if we a researcher as well, we want to conduct research on seahorse, we need to apply the permit from Sabah Biodiversity. Okay, law by law we can if we keep seahorse without any permission, okay, it's wrong. Okay, it's illegal. Okay, so don't simply harvest and sell seahorse, okay, especially from the wild population. Okay, from if I may share, okay, if the seahorse from captivity, yes, we can sell, but with the permission of Department of Fisheries. Okay, only if I'm not mistaken, only second generation onward can be sold. Okay, the parent from the wild and the first generation cannot be sold. Okay.
Okay, Doktor. Dan soalan dari Kilin, kuda laut biasanya hidup atau tinggal pada kedalaman laut mana?
Okay, it's not too deep. Okay, I think about 1 to 5 meter we can found seahorse. Okay.
Alright, Doktor. And then soalan daripada Muhammad Haris, berapa banyak seahorse dalam bumi ini, Doktor?
If quantity I cannot sure, but by species, okay, by species as I mentioned previously, there are about 46 species of seahorse in worldwide. Okay. Tapi dari 46 jenis tu I can't say each of the species how many the quantity, but basically by species there are 46 species of seahorse worldwide.
Okay, Doktor. And then ada soalan ni, saya gabung soalan dia lah, Doktor. Is it
Okay.
safe to touch the seahorse and can we keep seahorse as our pets? Boleh pegang tak?
Okay, seahorse boleh pegang, seahorse tak berbahaya, seahorse tak ada spine yang tajam, seahorse tak beracun. Okay, we can keep seahorse as our pet, but please make sure is illegal source, okay, not simply harvest from the wild, is illegal source as well as you need to know first how to keep the seahorse. Okay, as I mentioned kan, memang quite difficult untuk pelihara seahorse ni. Jadi bagus kalau kita belajar dulu macam mana pelihara to ensure seahorse, our seahorse or your seahorse can survive in aquarium. Okay?
Okay, Doktor. Lepas tu ada soalan lagi, ada tak pihak UMS anjurkan kursus praktikal dan bagaimana untuk daftar kehadiran?
Macam mana tu? Praktikal apa tu? Mempelihara seahorse kah?
Nanti kita tunggu dia punya soalan lagi. Okay, Doctor. We proceed to another question.
Alright.
Is it possible if we use seahorse in toxicology study?
Yes, we can conduct the study on toxicology study on seahorse. Okay, it welcome to conduct any study on seahorse because there are many field of study regarding the seahorse is not yet explored. Okay? Sure.
Alright. We are waiting for another question.
Banyak rupanya orang berminat dengan seahorse ni ya.
Yeah, Doctor. Doctor, if it kalau possible, can you explain more why the male seahorse giving birth, not the female seahorse?
Okay, the male seahorse get pregnant and give birth because of the presence of the brood pouch. Brood pouch has a compartment and closed compartment to incubate the eggs. Why it's been called male? Tapi dia masih incubate egg. Okay, dia masih mengandung. Kenapa yang mengandung ni dipanggil jantan? Okay, it is because the gonad of the male is sperm, not eggs. Okay. So it is the reason why it been called male and the male get pregnant because of the brute force structure. Okay. I'm answering the question. Need more explanation?
Yes, Doctor. I think there are no more questions by the participants today.
Okay, if there any question, okay, maybe maybe participant can straightly email me, okay, email me fatihahhalid@ums.edu.my, okay, or straightly can approach you sign, maybe you sign can help to deliver those question to me, okay, I'm free to be contacted at any time, okay, so just leave on the question, okay, I will try my best to answer. Okay.
Okay, Doctor, inshallah. Okay, so that was the answer by Dr. Fatihah. And then we hope that all of you enjoy and manage to gain a new knowledge through this amazing and interesting presentation by our wonderful speaker today. All right, thank you again, Dr. Nur Fatihah, for the explanation, and thank you to all the participants who are joining us for today. And then before we end this session, I will try to give a brief summary from this session in which we have learned about the 9 facts about the seahorse. We have learned the characteristics about the seahorse, and then we learned generally the characteristics of the seahorse, acknowledge any threats that the seahorse face in this world. And then now, the link for registration and e-certificate is now available for school students and UMS students. So you can fill in your details and answer the simple feedback questionnaire. And then all students will receive e-certificate and SDP point will be given for the UMS students only. And then a huge thank you to Dr. Nur Fatihah for addressing all the questions as well as the amazing educate presentation. We would also like to thank all the audiences for your participation. We will look forward to seeing you in the next STEM speaker series that will be scheduled on the 26th of August, which takes place tomorrow at 10 a.m. with the topic on how do squid reproduce. It was a pleasure to have all of you with us. So with this, we will conclude the webinar. Thank you, and we will see you again.
Thank you very much.